Hi, welcome to Write That Book. Today's question is, which writing rules can I ignore when writing my memoir?
We're Barry Fox and Nadine Taylor, the authors and ghostwriters of dozens of books, including many memoirs like Diana and Dodie, a love story.
So in this series of videos, we're talking about memoirs, and in this episode, we're looking at writing rules that can be tossed out the window.
Many people struggle when writing memoirs because they're trying to be good writers by following all those rules about grammar and storytelling that they learned in school.
Now, the rules are great. They help you understand the English language and know how to use it when writing or speaking.
But following the rules too carefully can make your writing rigid. And worse, it can make your story boring and your writing sound artificial.
And we've read plenty of manuscripts.
They're boring and artificial.
But perfect grammar. So let's look at the 3 writing rules you probably learned in school that were not written with a modern memoirist in mind, which means you can safely ignore them if necessary.
Ignorable rule number 1. Always be grammatically perfect.
So your English teacher may have insisted that everything you wrote had to conform to the perfect textbook guidelines, but doing so can make your memoir sound false and stiff.
Sometimes using slang, partial sentences, split infinitives, or just plain bad grammar will be absolutely appropriate for your memoir, and anything else will sound wrong.
Now, that's not to say that proper grammar is not important, but just try to relate your story honestly, with the characters speaking the way they really talk. Let the participles dangle and the infinitives split as they may.
You can always go back and work on the grammar if necessary, or hire an editor to do it for you.
All right, and here's ignorable rule number 2. Always start at the very beginning.
Many memoir writers believe they have to begin their story at birth.
But remember, a memoir covers just a slice of your life. Perhaps the year you spent working on an oil pipeline or flying a rescue helicopter.
So, while the slice of life that you present might include your birth, if not, forget it. It may be completely irrelevant to your story.
And here's ignorable rule number 3. Always put your best foot forward.
Nothing contradicts the spirit of a memoir more than this rule. That's because as a memoir writer, you must be honest, sometimes brutally so.
But the reality is, life isn't always pretty. And if you try to convince your readers that your life has always been wonderful, they probably won't believe you.
Instead, share your deepest thoughts and feelings without worrying about how you look. Your struggles and obstacles have shaped you and are probably the most interesting part of your story.
So own them.
So remember, you don't always have to be grammatically correct.
And you don't always have to start at the very beginning.
And you don't always have to put your best foot forward.
Instead, put the truth of your story front and center, and your memoir will be better for it.
We hope you've enjoyed today's video. Please hit the subscribe and like buttons.
And if you'd like help with your memoir or any other type of book, contact us. We're Barry Fox and
Nadine Taylor.
authors, ghostwriters, and book coaches.
We can help you write the book you've always dreamed about.
So use the information in the box below to contact us. See you next time.